Well, the last video seemed to go down pretty well. So, boil the kettle, pause this, make yourself a tea or coffee, and come back because we got 30 minutes to part 1 and possibly another 30 minutes to part 2. This is restoring and full detailing a Jaguar E-Type Series 2 in red. You're going to enjoy this one. Now the car itself actually belongs to a chap that I've looked after cars for God knows how many years now. Gives me a call every now and again and just asks me to work some magic. So here I go again. Like I say, it's a straight gloss red. I was given a set time period and just do what I could do. So first things first, we need to ensure everything's clean before I take it back in the garage to start restoring the paint and things like that. As always, you start with the dirtiest area. Don't wash your car before you wash your wheels or your engine. So, this time round, washing the engine bay first. Bilt Hamber, Surfex, HD, a selection of brushes to pick all dirt out of crevices and metal areas and all these little tight spots and intricate areas around carburetors and things like that on these old cars. Bit of elbow grease and you can work wonders. It's not that hard, but just take your time. Can you use a pressure washer? Of course you can. Just remember to take some common sense with you. My Kranzle K10, I turn the flow rate down. I'm not going to soak everywhere. It's more than safe. Give it a go. Can you do it on a modern car? Of course you can. As I say, it's more than safe. That's me there. Get washing an engine bay on an old car from the 1960s. Give it a go on your Ford Fiesta. It is safe. Please trust me. Obviously, once the engine bay's done, we need to start thinking about the next area that's grimy and dirty, so to speak. On this case, it was the wheels. Wire wheels are extremely fun. Love them. My fingers don't know. Now, on these ones, I've gone for the iron fallout remover by Ultimate Finish. Again, as with the last video, this video is in collaboration with the guys over at Ultimate Finish. I've said it before, I've used this stuff 100 times before. I know it works safely, and that's why I'm using it here. Again, the link is in the description to their website. Go and check it out. Go and have a look. Add some of this stuff to your basket. Bit of their snow foam, some pure shampoo, and I think they've recently dropped some new products. Check that out. And then when you get to your checkout, use code JOE10. That's JOE10. It's on the screen now. And you'll save 10% off your first order. So what is a very affordable product becomes even better. Please smash the link, and then when you get to the checkout, leave them a note just to annoy them saying Joe Huntley sent me here. They'll love that. Anyway, on with the wheel cleaning. Iron fallout remover, because of it's a deep clean on these wheels. Is it safe on chrome and wire wheels? Actually, yeah, it is. It's more than safe. A selection of brushes, and get cracking. What more do you need to know? Now, I get a lot of questions about this. This is my Kranzle K10 122 pressure washer. Brilliant pressure washer, absolutely recommend it. Now, if you're going to do something that's for mobile detailing, in the UK, get the K7 series because it runs off of lower water pressure at 7 litres per minute. This one runs off of 10. I always run it off a main, so I never have a problem. At the moment, I'm running the standard lance that you get with it, the standard hose. I've been running this machine for probably over 4 years now. Serviced it once and it's never ever missed a beat. Pressure washers, do not buy a cheap one from Halfords because you'll buy it twice, 3, 4 times, in which case you might as well have just bought a proper one at the start. Again, there's a link to this in the description. Again, there's a code in the description, so you're going to get 10% off it, which makes it more affordable. It's a win-win for everyone. Anyway, back to car detailing because that's why we're all here. The engine bay is now clean, the wheels are now clean. We're now rinsing the bodywork to remove as much surface dirt as possible. I will probably get smashed in the comments for this, but it's not that dirty of a car. I like detailing this era of cars. This is what I do best. But you'll never find these cars are particularly grubby. However, what you do find is there's a lot of dirt in cracks and crevices and not necessarily on the body area. So, a bit of ultimate snow foam and pure shampoo mixed together in a bottle, layered over the paint and left to dwell, means that that will slowly pull that out of them areas, making it safer and safer. Now, I've gone for the mixture of the ultimate snow foam and the pure shampoo, 100ml of each in this mixture, because I'm going to wash over this foam. The car's not that dirty where I need to rinse this off and use it as a pre-wash. I'm using this to slowly agitate some of the trapped dirt and lubricate my wash solution. While that's left to dwell, a good amount in my wash bucket, and I'm using the Lambswool Wash Mitt from Ultimate Finish and a microfiber wash mitt for the underside of the car, because yes, the underside of this car is painted because they used to build cars properly back then. Who would have thought it? Squirt of the Kranzle K10 in the bucket and it's on with a wash process. You guys love these buckets. I'd love to be able to sell them to you myself, but I'm not that kind of businessman. So if you do want to know where they're from, just drop a comment on this video and I'll let you know. Straight lines, dunk your wash pad, wash mitt regularly and watch how it's done. Now, with it being winter, a little bit of warm water in the bottom of a bucket and a couple of pieces of clay bar is how you clay bar a car in the cold weather. Trust me. Not boiling, warm tap water makes a clay bar work so much easier. That's all you need. It becomes a lot more fluid when you're working it in your hands. That, combined with the use of some detail spray, straight lines, again, as I always bang on about, these things work with friction, not pressure, so the faster you work it, the more friction you're creating, the better it will absorb and shave away the contamination from the surface. Why are we doing this? To remove any bonded contamination, overspray, tar, tree sap, all of these things before we then machine polish the paint. We are polishing the paint and not dirt back into the paint. Again, if you've got a question on a clay bar, I'll throw a link somewhere on the screen now about how to clay bar your car or decontaminate it, or drop me a comment down below. I always try to reply to as many comments as possible, so make that section nice and interactive, please. As you can hear, the bonnet had some overspray on it. Once the clay bars pick that up, it becomes a lot smoother sound. That there is your proof that you're picking up contamination. Once you've got that, fold it, knead it, stick it back in the bucket, grab yourself a clean paste and carry on. With that said and done, quick final rinse was completed on the car and a comprehensive dry with a plush drying towel and my side click blower to get all of the little water out of the cracks and crevices, and then the car will be pulled back in to inspect the paint ready for polishing. With a moderate amount of swirling on this paint, I kind of had an idea of what I was going to go to for my machine polishing stage. However, I always like to remove any trims that I can do on a car before I'm polishing to make that job a bit neater. Here, I'm going to remove the E-Type Jaguar 4.2 logo, cleanse underneath them so that when I do machine polish them, it's flawless when the badges go back on. It's the little details that all add up. Now with everything taped up, I took my LHR 21 ES with the LHR 15mm backing plate. Bought this used. I've had it for 6 or so years now. Never lets me down. Don't have the money to buy a new one, but this just keeps going. Combined with a microfibre cutting pad that's previously been used on single stage red paint. Don't throw these away because of how many old cars I do. That with some Koch Chemie, or however you pronounce it, H9 cutting compounds. Work it into the microfibre so you know all of them pores are covered. Add a couple more dots, spread it out and start working. Now, a moderate amount of down pressure. I use this machine on speed 4. Nice slow hand speed. Take your time and allow the compound to actually work. It's a lovely compound this. If you haven't got any, I would recommend you get some. This and M205 are my go-to compounds. You can do anything with these. Now drop a like down below if you agree with my wife that I don't look so much like a car detailer in this video, I'm more so a burglar. I see where she's coming from, however it was a little bit chilly, so a hoodie and a neck warmer kept me warm through this one. Once you've worked an area, take your microfibre cloth, buff it, inspect it, make sure you're happy with that area before you then move on, because of that's your cutting then done. We want to then come back and just finish that area. Want to remove as little as the paint as possible, but make sure you're happy with your results. Now for the smaller areas on the car, I used a smaller 3-inch machine and the green foam pad from Rupes. I use same cutting compound again. I love 3-inch microfibre pads. Didn't have any at the time, so I couldn't use one. But I always carry 1 or 2 spare pads, and this is what I had for this occasion. More than capable of getting the job done. But grab yourself a 3-inch machine. This is some cheap Chinese branded machine. I do aspire to getting a Rupes one, can't lie, but I've got other things to spend my money on now. A 15-inch machine and a 3-inch machine, and you can do 95–98% of paint correction on cars. Get yourself these 2 machines, a bottle of H9 and some 205, and you're going to work wonders. Now onto the seals. These were the last part on the cutting stage of this car. If you want to see the refinement and the smaller details like dressing, the tyres, the interior, bits and pieces like that, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification for part 2 of this video. As always, really appreciate you watching, and I'll try and get part 2 uploaded as quick as possible. Again, check out Ultimate Finish, use code JOE10 on your first order for 10% off so you can get some of these awesome products and start doing this to your car. Have a lovely day, people, and I will see you in part 2 for some more detail and fun.